These are the decisions that turn bogeys into double bogeys or worse. Most double bogeys start on the tee, usually with some kind of penalty, because from the tee you have OB, Oscar Bravo, you have water, you have top shots, you have places you don't want to go. You got the woods. And a lot of the time it comes from hitting low lofted clubs that you have no control of, swinging too hard, trying to hit it too far to get closer to the green, because that's what you've been told to do. The decision that you make on the tee is going to determine the course of the hole. Where you are in golf is going to determine what kind of a tee shot is going to be acceptable. Do you need to play scratch golf? So then you need to bomb it a little bit longer on almost all the holes, although you can hit it shorter because now you have a wider range of shots to hit into the green with longer approaches. But if you're trying to break 90 or break 100, the only thing that counts is the ball in play. So when you come to a tee shot, you've got OB right, you've got a big ass water left, you've got a bunker over there, and now you're not sure what's going to happen. This is where the double bogey starts. So you stand up and you get very tight and very tense, and you top the ball right here in the water. Now you either drop at that water or you hit again, your third shot. Either way, it's your third shot. You're already starting the double bogey. Nobody's going to tell you, except the Matty Boom Booms, is that get that ball in play, player, in the context of your game. What is the goal? I always take my favorite club off the tee that's going to ensure me a second shot, a clear second shot. Having a second shot in the fairway or in the rough toward the hole that you can play with confidentiality is the difference between making a par, bogey, or double or worse. So we get that ball in play, set the tone for the hole real good with a cocky swing at a conservative target. And even if you hit a crap one, at least it's your confidential club. I always like to use my Red Tiger rangefinder, absolutely money. This one's around 100 bucks, meters and yards. Nice magnet on the side. You can stick it either to the clip they give you for your belt or on your golf cart. Slope function on the side, yeah, absolutely money. And it's a USB-C type charging, so you just plug it into the wall, plug it into your computer, it charges up. I've only charged it once in the last year, and it still works with 100% battery. It's absolutely phenomenal. But when it comes to the approach shot, this is where another double can come into play. You either have a water hazard, or you have an OB, or you have, like we have on this hole, deep ass mother-loving bunkers. And these bunkers are difficult to get out of. So the way we can guide this decision on approach is to think, what can I do to totally F my score? And then let's not do that. I believe I can flare. Believe I can teach the skirt. So from 178 yards here in the rough, what would F my score completely? Hitting it in the water. So I don't want to take a shot that I'm scared of topping or chunking into this water. I can either move to the right and not hit over the water, just go straight up the chute, ignore the water. Okay, there's already one option. Are you a proficient bunker player? If it's going to F your score, don't go in them. So your second option is to hit a club that, if you are confidential to hit well, will not reach the green or the bunkers. Leave yourself a safe chip. If you have the bunker game, it means you're a better golfer, which means you can go for the pin here, the full 188 distance, and actually give yourself a chance at the par. It's about where you are in the game. Now, if you're just trying to break 90 or break 100, up the chute here is absolutely perfect. Because you know what? Take the water out of play. And that's a way to completely not F my score, give me a chance. If something goes wrong and you get emotional because it didn't go perfectly and you start losing your way on your plan and your strategy for the day, this is a decision you consciously make to deviate and go in a different direction back onto tilt, trying to chase your losses like a poker player who got beat on the river. You want to stay in the plan. This decision to stay in the plan, have your process from one shot to the next, sticking to it, never getting emotionally out of control, is the key to reducing the double bogeys. Because what happens, you go in the negative death spiral, hit bad shot after difficult shot, and you almost do it as a form of self-sabotage to prove to yourself that you suck. And it's a very bad character flaw to have that you need to work on away from the golf course to bring here, and then understand emotional control and stability. Staying with a plan is actually the decision that gets you the scores you want and the happiness you seek from golf. I hit it close, but I'm putting it here to outside gimme range, which is really, gimme range at a lot of people is mainly 6 inches maybe. Because these ones, you might find, when you make the decision to come here and just quickly rush it, because it doesn't matter, because they're going to give it to you Now you practice missing so that when you actually have to make them, you don't have any recollection of what it feels like to make them. So the decision to rush that short putt because it doesn't count, someone's going to give it to you, doesn't really mean anything. Oh, I'll take that 4-footer, I'll take the bogey, I'll take the par. That's going to affect you long term. The decision on the tee that we talked about on the previous hole also comes into play on a hole like this. Wow, it's a lot wider. Now we have a lot more options because we have more space. The decision to hit a club based on the space you have, the space that will be where your ball will finish with that club, absolutely money. That's why I like to use the Shot Pattern app. Shot Pattern app will help me to plan where I can leave the ball and be safe. So that when I have a conservative target like that, I can hit a cocky swing knowing that my worst shot is still going to finish in a great position. Now that decision to use Shot Pattern app is absolutely money. I've been using it over a year now, and I've got a little 20% discount for the players who watch the channel. You can use the link in the description. Absolutely money app. Now we're going to hit the driver up here, but I'm going to show you something about getting into trouble, okay? The decision to leave your comfort zone and leave what you can do as a player is the biggest decision that's going to bring you double bogeys. And it will happen on every hole that you do it, because scoring is about comfort, confidentiality, and commitment. When I've hit a crap drive like that, the best thing I can do is get the ball back into play, take my medicine, and continue on expecting to add a shot to my score, but playing to try not to, but in a way that's under my control. The decision to get emotional now, to start chasing losses now, and to leave my comfort zone is going to leave me to hit the ball straight into this red grass. You can't find it then. It's stuck in there. You have to hit again. You add more shots to your score. What can I do? What's going to fly over here, get me back in play to begin playing again on the hole? Well, I think if I can chip from this lie a little bit upslope, I can chip an 8-iron easily over there, back to the fairway. That's what I'm going to do. And that's going to add a shot to my score, but we got out of position. This stops compounding errors. You've made one error, you hit the ball into play with a good shot, you've already cut the error like that. You just neutered it. Bam, no error. The reason they're called hero shots is because it's a euphemism for stupid shot. There's no such thing as a hero shot. It's a stupid shot in handicap golf. The reason pros and lower handicaps can hit hero shots is because in that context, it's not a hero shot to them. It's a shot in their arsenal. They don't leave their comfort zone trying to hit a hero shot. They don't know how to hit when they're trying to score. This shift of mindset from, oh, birdie disappeared, now what am I gonna do? We can take that completely out of the mind and go, no birdie, let's minimize this to bogey. On a par 5, it could be par or bogey, instead of losing the emotional control and the attachment to the birdie. So my decision here is to just hit the right club. I've already forgotten about that chip out. I've got myself to 152. I'm going to club up because it's a little bit above me. I'm going to hit a nice solid shot and accept, hey, that's the way life goes. And you'll be surprised how many more pars you make instead of doubles when you start to actually think and be conscious of this stuff. Wherever we are on the golf course, we want to pick the 7, 8, 9 time out of 10 shot instead of the 1 out of 10 shot. Playing for the perfect shot every time leads us to add more shots to our score. When we compound that with frustration and emotional instability, we really get bad scores. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. You go on that negative death spiral, you've had 3, 4, 5, 6 holes in a row, you make double, triple, quadruple, double, bogey, double. Now you've blown your score and you look back and you go, man, I was a dingleberry, I was a jabroni right there. And then picking that 8 out of 10 shot is very important. Coming and on an upslope and hitting the high lofted wedge and just chunking it like that, that's not an 8, 9 time out of 10 shot. The shot that's going to get you on the green is the 8, 9 time out of 10 shot. And that can be whatever you want it to be, as long as it's not a cute shot trying to get the ball super close by being a dingleberry. Just a simple little toe down 48-degree pitching wedge there, and I've left myself a beautiful 3-foot putt for the bogey. But it could have been a par if I wasn't such a dingleberry. We talked about the rushed putt after a chip, but what is a rushed putt? This is a rushed putt, okay? Put your wedge back in, take your putter, and come here like this, not looking, and then just jabbing it because, hey, it doesn't count much. You know, my friends will tell me I got it. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't go in the hole, you don't got it. What does it look like to not rush? Okay, just have a look. Okay, it's a little 3.5 footer. It looks like it's coming from the left just a little bit. If I bang it quite firm, I don't have to go outside the cup. There we go. That's all the difference, right? When you miss it and you scoop it back and you have to try hit it back in the hole, then you get frustrated, take it with you to the next hole. I mean, that's like jabroni deluxe. Those are the decisions that turn bogeys into doubles or worse. If you want to know more about how to think like an absolute boss thinker, check this video out right over here.